Here we go. Test tomorrow. I give you two functions, f and g. I want you to do f plus g at -2. F plus g at -2. What do I do? Steven?
You combine the like terms.
F is 2x minus 4 plus g x squared minus 5. You have two options. Steven said combine like terms. Let's say you are too lazy to do that. Can I plug -2 in right away? You absolutely can. So, if I combine like terms, I'm going to get x squared plus 2x minus 9. After I combine like terms, what should I do?
Put -2 in.
Substitute -2 every place you see an x. Okay? So that's going to be -2 squared plus 2 times -2 minus 9. What's -2 squared? What's 2 times -2?
-4.
And what happens to my -4? My 4s, they cancel out, and I'm left with -9. Get your calculators out. I want to show you a trick. Okay, then no trick. Okay, go to your home screen, and we want a new document, and I want it to be a graphs. Figure it out. Okay? Now, what we are going to do is you are going to type in your f1 function. You're going to put f in. What was that? 2x minus 4. And hit enter. There's the graph. Yay, don't care. Hit tab. Couldn't found a new way to get to the function bar. If you hit tab, it pops right up. I love it. I'm very excited. Now, put g in f2. What's g? X squared minus 5. And hit enter. Yippee! Who cares? Don't care about the graph. What I care about is the math behind it. So we're going to add a new page. You have to put the graphs in first, though. So, control dot, which is add a new page. This time we're going to add a calculator page. Okay? Now, the problem said to do f1 plus f2 at -2, right? So isn't that basically plugging and chugging -2 into the f function and adding it to the plug and chug of the g function at -2? So what you're going to do is you're going to type in f1 parenthesis -2, arrow to the right. You're going to add that result to my g function, which is stored in f2 parenthesis at -2. Do you see that? And hit enter. Ta-da! Was that the calculation that you got? Do we see that? Ain't that nice little check? No? No? Oh, yeah. That's sweet, right? That's sweet. You got to store it in F1 and F2 first before that'll work. Okay. You guys got to enter in your functions correctly. Okay, going back to our examples. Now, go to F2. Number 2. Number 2. I'm doing F times G at X. Is there any plug and chug going on here? No, there's no plug and chug. My plug and chug is X. So if I have X in the equation, what am I going to get out? And I'm sorry, an expression is going to be my X. So what is F?
2x minus 4.
2x minus 4. What's G? X squared minus 5. Do we see that? What do I do? FOIL. So, 2x times x squared is? 2x cubed. 2x times 5 is? Minus 10x. 4 times x is? Minus 4x squared. Do we see that? And then what's -4 times -5? Positive 20. Now, I'm not going to take points off, okay? I won't take points off. But I'm an anal math teacher, so what do I like to see things in? Numerical order. So I want to have the 2x cubed first, minus the 4x squared next, minus the 10x, plus the 20. That's beauty right there. Do we see that? It is the same thing, but it's in an organized, nice, detailed fashion that makes me happy inside. If you want to hurt me, go ahead and move it out of order. It'll take a piece of my heart. You got person. Okay, now, what am I doing? I understand. I won't count it wrong, but he'll take a piece of my heart. Okay, so what do I do? F divided by G at -1. F is 2x minus 4 over G, which is x squared minus 5. Bless you.
Thanks.
Now, what do I do? Substitute in the -1, so that's 2 times -1 minus 4. -1 squared minus 5. So what's 2 times -1? Minus 4. -1 squared is 1 minus 5 is -4. So what's negative divided by a negative? What's 6 over 4?
I need a paper, Mr. Porter.
Uh-huh. Hold on. Okay, composition. So the two functions. What you're doing,
That one ain't right, is it?
Number 5.
We just did know that.
Like explain. Yeah, we're good at
Go on.
okay, what this means is you're going to do G of F at 2. Do we all see that? So the first thing I need to focus on is F at 2, right? Right? So I'm going to take my F function, which what is F? 2x minus 4. And I'm going to plug in the 2. So that's going to be 2 times 2, which is 4, minus 4 is 0. So now what is F at 2? So every place I see an F at 2, I can actually plug in 0. So now that means I'm actually doing G at 0. Yes, no? Right? Right? Work from the inside out.
Definitely do not.
F at 2 means I'm taking the F function and I'm plugging in 2 for it. Yes? I'm taking F at 2 means I'm taking the F function, which is 2x minus 4, and plugging in 2. So 2 times 2 is 4, 4 minus 4 is 0. So now that I know what F at 2 is, it's 0, I'm doing the G function at what? 0. So what's G defined to be? X squared minus 5, right? Which is going to be 0 squared minus 5, which is just -5. Okay? There's many different ways to do this.
Okay, I thought the answer was February.
No, the answer is -5.
Okay, I got it. I just didn't do it that way.
That's okay. You probably did the composition, got the formula, and then plugged and chugged to 0, or plugged and chugged to 2. You are able to do that also. Okay? Now, what is the domain of F of G? Yes, hold that thought though. Domain of F of G. In order for me to do the domain, what do I have to do? I have to find F of G first. So if I'm going to find F of G, what is G of X? X squared minus 5. So I'm actually doing F at x squared minus 5. Yes or no, folks?
Yeah.
What is F? 2x minus 4. And every place you see an x, what do you plug in? Do we see that? So this is actually going to be 2 times x squared minus 5 minus 4. Yes or no? Yes? They know, but they don't understand it. So I have to redo it with explanation. I distribute 2x squared minus 10 minus 4, and what does that give me? Now, it was just written up there. Steelan, did you do it? Excellent job, Steelan. Very proud of you. Do we understand what he did with me redoing the problem and explaining it to you?
I started that you want to.
Do we understand that?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, going back to number 4. Number 4, f divided by g. This is f. This is g. Do we see that? So that's f and that's g. Now what you have to do, oh, good job, Mr. Negative. Plus or minus.
I told you that.
Now what you have to do,
You just like sloppy.
you write very sloppy. How could people read that?
Yeah, I can't.
For the record, those are very easy to write on the board.
I'm an expert at
No,
doing
it's
something.
not. It's super hard.
Okay, do we see this? What rule is that? What rule is it? It's rule 2, the demon denominator. So x squared minus 5 cannot be 0, right? Since it cannot be 0, how do I get rid of that 5? You add the 5, and how do I get rid of that square root? I square root it, and I told you. Do not forget to do your plus or minus, though. Do we all see that? And x is an element of the reals. Okay? Yes? Okay, do not forget your parent functions. I so greatly apologize for the intrusion that I had to do, but whenever the superintendent secretary wants you, you go. Do you hear me? You go. Now, with that said, tomorrow is the test. I will finish these notes, and I will put them online for you, okay? I'll finish the notes and put them online, so if you need to have extra review, you can have it. Any questions on what I just said? Okay. Hey, wait, I have 2 minutes, so I'm going to keep on going. We're not out of here for 2 more minutes, so I'm going to keep recording. So listen, okay? I'm sorry? Oh, the domain, I did for number.
Number 6.
Yeah, I
You
don't.
gotta do the domain 6.
Okay.
I know you will.
Now, there is our actual answer, f of g at 2. Now, what's my domain? It's what rule?
1.
This is rule number 1. So rule number 1 says x is an element of the reals. There are no restrictions. The rules will not be up there tomorrow. Okay?
What?
Memory. Okay, folks. Come on. Now, I have h of x. I need the 2 functions that give me f of g of x. Here's f of x. Here's g of x. What are my 2 functions?
X is 3x minus 7. 3x squared minus
f of x is 3x squared minus 7, and the jump into the parentheses.
x minus
X minus 4 is going to be what?
g.
The g. Do we all understand that? Okay, let's do another one. What's that one going to be?
Third root is x
What's g?
minus x.
G is 1 minus x. What's the f of x?
Third root
Cube root of x, g.
Does that go all the way over or not? That's for.
No, square root does not go all the way. The 3 is not underneath it. Okay? Okay, now this problem. Instead of me doing f of g of x, I want 2 functions that whenever you do g of f of x, it's equal to h of x. So now I'm flip-flopping your g and your f. So you need your 2 functions, f of x and g of x. But which function is going to get the middle? The function that's going to get the middle is now going to be the f function, which is going to be the x minus 2. And the other function for g is now going to be 5 times the absolute value of x plus 10. Do you understand the difference between those 2 problems that I just did? That's f of g of x, and this one is g of f of x. Okay, the next one is your parent functions. This is the next part of the test. You have to have a parent function and tell me the transformation. So your parent function is going to be your f, and then I give you g. So what function deals with the squared? Well, the function that deals with the squared is going to be x squared. That's your parent function. Now what's the transformation? This 2 stretches it because it's greater than 1, so it stretches it by 2. This 3, it's minus 3, so you're actually going to go the opposite direction of what you think, so you're going to go to the right 3 units. And lastly, this 5 is going to move the whole graph up 5 units. And that one's it. So this one right here, x minus 4, that's the value of that minus 3. So what function gives with absolute value? That means your parent function is going to be the absolute value of x. And what's happening to it? The 4 actually goes to the right 4 units, and the 3 is going to go down 3 units. Okay, this one right here, what function deals with the cube? That's going to be f of x is equal to x cubed. So now what does this 3 do? That 3 is going to stretch the graph by 3. Hold on. This is going to be stretched by a factor of 3. The 5 is going to move it to the right 5. And then the 11 is actually going to move it up 11 units. This one, f of x, its parent function is going to be the square root of x. The 14 moves it down 14 units. The negative, right here, is going to reflect it. The 2 makes it a stretch. And the 5 moves it to the left 5. Okay? One more. G of x is equal to 1/3 x minus 4 squared minus 10. Well, the 1/3 is going to shrink it by a factor of 1/3. The minus 4 moves it to the right 4 units, and the minus 10 moves it down 10, and my parent function is x squared. The test is tomorrow. We'll finish up the test on Monday when I return.